Hey guys, Chris Cowan here, Bujin Dojo, Fremont, California. Just want to say good evening. It's actually probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm a night person, so I'm either usually training or drawing. Not a lot of sleeping at night. Yeah, so I'm here late at night. So another rooftop review. Not on the roof right now because it's a little bit too cold and it's wet up there right now. But still give a an updated review on some items that recently acquired. Some my wife got for Christmas for me. Some I purchased myself, and yeah, just want to share and give you a little bit of evaluation and let you guys see what you guys think of them. You can give some comments in the bottom if you like them. Things like that. I'll put a link to all these items at the bottom also. First thing I want to look at, going to jump right into it, is wife got me a new belt. This is the Emerson Gear Combat Patrol Duty Belt. This is one of the belts that's two pieces. You have an inner liner that's Velcro, and then you have the hook and loop, the hook part on the outside part of the belt. The Cobra belt buckle. Got a ring here so I can for rappelling, which is nice. I was really happy with this belt. I do have several belts. Duty belts that I have here at home, but I was looking for this one here specifically, especially the two-piece, because it's really quick. It's nice because you can actually just buckle the Cobra belt and you can wear the Velcro underneath on your pants by itself, but then you have everything here. You just go and basically, literally Velcro's on, and there we go, locks in place, and you got a good lock. What I do have on here, one of the things my wife got me for Christmas this year was, for a while I've been looking for a holster to hold our firearms that we have. So we have a Glock 19 and a Springfield XD40, which you see here. And I was really looking for a good holster, but I was looking for something that was a good price. I don't have a lot of money. I don't like to spend a lot of money. And of course, the first thing out there that everyone's been talking to me about, my friends been talking to me about, and law enforcement and military is Safariland. I'm like, hey, check out Safariland's website, which is really, it's not that good, but check it out. And you can get your particular firearm plus the light and get a holster, and they'll send you a holster. When I looked at the price, that's what it was like, sticker shock. Like, that hurt me inside. So I said, okay, let's look for something else. Then Blackhawk came out with the Omnivore, which is this holster right here. So this apparently can fit 150 handguns. But what's different about this holster is that one requirement is that it must use for it the streamlined TLR-1 light. So I was able to attach that to my Springfield XD40 here. Really nice, light, really bright, 1000 lumens light. Works really well. Really like it. My wife says she has to get used to it, But so this is one of the requirements that was for this holster to maintain a lock on this gun. So the holster itself does not lock onto the firearm. It locks onto this light. So once you put it in, it locks in, and now it's not going anywhere. Okay, that's what I like about it. I have to depress this little switch right here to get a draw back, and it's in. I really love this. I used to have Serpa holsters, but those couldn't accommodate a tactical light, couldn't accommodate that flashlight. And I never had that problem that you hear about a lot of people doing. I guess it's maybe just bad training habits with the Serpa holsters, where they would go to draw it and they'd use that index finger to press the button to draw it and then pull the trigger and shoot themselves sometime in the leg, or accidentally have a quick discharge. I never had that problem, but again, the Serpa holsters couldn't accommodate a light. So Blackhawk came out with the Omnivore. I love this thing. This is awesome. The one thing I didn't like about it that I had a problem with was their system for putting it on my belt. I wanted a mid-ride. They had it, it was up too high at belt height. If I have my plate carrier on, it gets in the way for my draw. So I would have trouble with it when I would go here, because it was so high, it was like boom, and it would hit the side of my vest or my plate carrier there. So with this, you know, I went through Safariland and I actually got this Safariland drop leg adapter with a shroud leg piece here. The problem is you have Blackhawk equipment and Safariland. I have the Safariland QLS system here, and the problem was two different manufacturers and it wouldn't fit. So I went on YouTube, found some other people that had the same issue and they wanted the Safariland, the quick release from the Safariland, but they liked the idea of the holster, of the Omnivore holster. So looked up what some other people did and they modified it. So I modified it, went got some washers and I put it in, and I was able to make it work. So these two items now fit. Then I found out after that, by accident, I found another product by a company called DMT Products, and they make what they call a cross-platform adapter for Safariland and the Blackhawk Omnivore. I found that out after I've drilled this and made all these odd little changes. So that'll be something I'm going to get to go with, because I'm going to build the same type of thing for my wife for the for her Glock 19. So I will go ahead and incorporate the DMT Products device into that, so I won't have to do all this extra drilling. And it will make it where all these two different products lock together, which will be nice. Yeah, again, this is an amazing holster. I love it. And for the price, I believe this retailed for about $50 US. Whereas if you look at a Safariland, you can look up to almost $200. So that's something, you know, I'm Blackhawk. Thank you for that. In terms of the price, and thank you for the design. That it's nice that they can accommodate 150 handguns. That is amazing. I will be changing out this. I will be changing out the Safariland, this drop flex adapter. It's nice because it attaches to the leg real nice, but this is almost as if you were just standing static. I feel like when I run and everything like that, you see how it bows out, and you can feel it pushing your leg to straighten it back out. Also, if you're in a vehicle and you need to get out of a vehicle, or you need to draw from a vehicle, it's really awkward because your leg wants to do this when you're sitting, and you can see how it's digging in to the side of your body. If my leg is up here and I want to draw, and you see how this is, this is really awkward. If I'm in the car and I need to draw from here, I'm going to hit my seat or hit right past the seat as I go to draw. So I am going to be changing this out. I will be changing this out for the Safariland QUBL mid-ride. So it doesn't have the leg shroud. It still has, it drops down. It's still a mid-ride. It'll still have a leg strap, but it won't have the shroud. So in that case, with that piece, only this little section right here will be here, and then the leather strap, but that shroud won't be there to go like this with the leg. The gun would still actually be down in that manner. So it's a little, you know. I tried actually running with this to see how it felt. I was able to run with it, but it still felt very strange. So it takes some getting used to with that. Moving on. So again, we have the TLR light here. Okay. Now, and we're able to put that into the Omnivore holster with the leg shroud from Safariland and the quick release system or here. Okay. Next, we're going to get into some bladed items. So I was looking for blades that I can use on my for my EDC everyday carry, and one of the ones I loved was the CRKT Provoke. I'm someone who loves Karambit. You can see here I have one of two of my training Karambits. You know, I have one. This is from the movie, I believe. Is it Reborn? I think it's the Japanese movie, and they designed this one for that movie. I love the design on this because you have this hook of the Karambit here, but you also have this hook back, and then you have this one here. It works really nice to get in, you know, and pull, push, things like that, you know. So I wanted something similar to that, but something that can be folded. Now I do have one that is, you know, regular fixed blade Karambit that I carry sometimes. I carry that on date night. When I'm like wearing a suit or something with my wife. It's funny. I wear that and I got a Karambit underneath. But I still feel it's too big. It's too cumbersome. So what I did is with the CRKT, I went and looked online and I looked at the price and I'm like, oh, that price kind of hurts me too. There too. I was like, oh, but you know what? I've always said this, and a friend of mine, Seam in Florida, said this: you pay for what you get. If you pay a good price for it, you're going to get the quality. And so I said, you know what? Before I spend the expensive money, I went on eBay and I found these two little ones here. Okay, so these two are different, same in very similar in design to the CRKT, but these are plastic, but the blades are metal. It has the same mechanism and everything, and you couldn't beat the price. The price for these were $13.99. Okay, so two of these are $13.99, and they're really quick. They're really quick. You can use them just like you would a regular Karambit. Okay, just like you would wear a regular Karambit. What's nice is the folding mechanism. I love this. Okay, so in terms of the design, I'm sold on it. I'm sold on it. I'm just gonna save up the money and get the CRKT eventually. What's different? The CRKT is also, I believe, is aluminum. So you have all the metal, all these pieces here. The folding mechanisms are all aluminum. The blade is steel. I'm not sure what type of steel it is, but it is steel. But I do like the design. So the CRKT Provoke is something I will be purchasing in the future. I do carry these two on me now at all times. And I carry them actually it's interesting, I carry them in my jacket and they fit actually right in both shoulders and they sit in the shoulders. And if I need them, they're there. They're there. Okay. So I will only be getting one Provoke, but it's nice to have these two as like little small backups. Okay. Another one that I wanted for my plate carrier, I really wanted the Ronin Tactics Sakura blade. That is like the ideal knife for me. I like the design. You got a straight blade, almost like a Bowie knife type blade, but also you have the grip of a Karambit with a ring in it for your finger. So again, they want $390, I believe, for that, plus the trainer and the Kydex holster. And I was like, man, if you encounter a bad guy and you're gonna use that in a sticky situation, and you may stick and have to leave it, you know, or if you're going to, you know, to cover your firearm and be able to draw it from your plate carrier, cut at the guy's wrist to get him to release it, then get some distance, and then draw. I might not want to spend that kind of money on the neck because I definitely won't be leaving it. Let me tell you that. Again, I went on eBay and there's this company S-Tech, and they had this. I just put in the search window. What is it? Tactical Dagger. That's what I put in. So they came out with. I saw this one here. Something it's very nice and small. There's a Kydex holster, and then it's got a little ring for the finger here. What's nice is you pull it out. It's just a little short dagger. Okay, look, I can use it the same as I would a Karambit in terms of with the hole in there. what's nice about this, it's also great for throwing. So if I want to throw this at a target, I can. You know, and it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of like a modified, you know, a modern kunai. You know, if I grab a kunai from here, the dojo wall, you know, think about how you get a hole in it, loop, and then the blade in the front. This is more of a bigger version of it. If you go with more of a smaller version, or not smaller, but more narrow version, you know, you see how it can be similar in the same way of the small grip and the larger front. You can thrust, you can throw it, things like that. It's weighted, actually. Let's see where the weight is on this. Yeah, right in the middle. Right in the middle. So it works well. I was able to attach this to my plate carrier. I have it on the opposite side, so I have it where it's laced right about here. I wanted it more on the front, but I couldn't because of my my pouches for my AR magazines. So those usually sit like right here. So I was like, I can't do it. So I had to move it over to the side a little bit. I was thinking that it might interfere with my movement when I go to engage a target, you know, with two hands, whether my rifle or my handgun. But it doesn't. It doesn't feel like it interferes. It fits just right here. And I have it laced in pretty well. It works really good. This one retailed, I believe, for $14.99 on eBay. Real thick metal, good steel. You know, I could probably break this or bend it, but for what it would be used for in a self-defense situation, works out pretty good. Okay, so I'll have, like I said, I'll have a link at the bottom for all of these items. If it helps you or helps you in a situation, let me know. Shoot us a message anytime. Visit our site. Yeah. So going back. So again, we look at the Emerson gear, Combat Patrol Duty Belt. We got the Blackhawk Omnivore holster. We have the Safariland drop flex adapter leg shroud, like little setup here. We have these, and there was no manufacturer that showed up for these. They just showed these things were made in China, by the way. These little folding Karambits. So these little things, little knockoffs, are made in China. So if you put in folding Karambit, this is one of the ones that will pop up for like $13.99. Okay, and then we have S-Tech. And like I said, if you just type in Tactical Dagger, this is what will show up. So, yeah. So, and going back to this, we got the TLR-1 flashlight, or attack light, which is made to fit to go in the Omnivore. So basically, whatever handgun you have, you want to get a TLR-1 or I believe a TLR-2, and that will lock into here. That will lock into this holster. So if you get either one, both will work fine. Okay. So that's it for tonight. Chris Cowan signing off, everyone. Have a good night, safe weekend. We've got a lot of crazy stuff going on in this, in the country right now. Let's just let cooler heads prevail. Even if you have someone who doesn't matter if they're red or blue. We were friends before this happened. Before all this stuff happened in the past 4 years. I have friends that, we're on opposite sides, and it drove a wedge. It drove a wedge to where I broke off that friendship, and that hurt me inside. And I realized how much that person meant to me as a brother, because this is somebody I would take a bullet for. And I came to terms with it because I realized I wasn't happy with this person not being in my life. So made amends, and now this good brother he and I are talking again. And it's really, man, it feels really good. My wife sees a difference in my attitude also. So it's a good thing. Yeah. I would say focus on your friends and family. And we'll get past this as a country. We will. All All right. Again, this is Chris Cowan, Bujin Dojo. Have a good night, everybody. Signing off. All right, let me know when.
Go.
Boom, boom, boom. Got hurt. Boom, boom, boom. Drop a mag. Go here. Take it. Cram another one in. And I'm back in. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Yeah? Good? Good deal? So, here. Shoot. Drop a mag. Put this back in. Bring this over. Slam that back in. Go. And I'm back in it. Got it? So let's say that's if I'm injured. So here, boom, drop the mag, rechamber this back in, bring this around, slam that back in, and you're right back in the fight. Understand?